both my friends and my family told me that I changed. I mean, not every friend or not every family member, but whenever you're treating someone differently, people would think that you have changed. You're more confident about the thing you want and the thing that you don't want in your life anymore.
I'm still the same person. I still like the same cheap things, I guess. I love like nature. I love like doing simple things.
Sometimes, you know, like you're gonna have these friends that you know for a long time and that are kind of like the type of toxic person that have always like pull you down, always told you that you will not make it, make you doubt. And actually down the line, you know, like you realize that it's not the type of relationships you want.
People will start judging you if you don't do things because you are a millionaire. I don't want people to think that everyone I'm gonna go to the restaurant with them, they're gonna be like, I'm gonna invite them. I wanna invite them if I want to, you know, but it's not like an obligation or anything. And I started to have like a few persons, you know, like reacting a bit weirdly and saying weird things, and having all these type of things made me doubt also like the transparency and all these things. But very quickly afterwards, I realized that actually it was a blessing, because it's a super easy way to just remove people that are in your like first circle of connections that are toxic. If you want a happy life, you need to like get away from these people as quickly as possible. And I've got the same mindset in business actually. For me, it's like, it's either fuck yes or fuck no. And I think in friendships and all these type of things, right now, because I think like my time is very limited and I'm handling like quite a lot of stuff, I don't want to waste time anymore. It's helpful. 6 to 7 months ago or something. Basically, like one guy I knew from high school just died. It was crazy because he was my age. I was like, fuck, you know, like life is short. I was sad and emotionally, like I really like missed my mission in life. I'm not on the right path. I'm not doing the things I should be doing. When I became an entrepreneur, I was like, everything's changed. So it's like you can work hard, you can really bust your ass off and don't make a single dollar. I just realized at that time that it's crazy, you know, like you have everything and you still find like this ticking bomb, let's say, where everything can stop from a day to another. I don't want to get old. Like really for me, getting old is like the most stressful thing in the world. I see like how valuable time is. And I've always been like super stressed. That's why I don't like to celebrate my birthday. Like really, for me, having a reminder that you're getting like 1 year older is not something that I particularly enjoy. I really try to make like my future self proud and behave in accordance to what I want to become like later and the things I want to accomplish. I think it's a good way to stay like humble. $1 million, it's huge. I never thought about it like in my entire life. For me, it was like a dream. It was such a big number. When you're a kid, you watch things on TV, which is how to become a millionaire, or you have like the lottery where people are becoming millionaire. You see the life changes. You have the feeling that you're filthy rich and that you can just retire and stop doing anything else afterwards. I think I've been in love with money since like I was a kid, to be honest. I've been raised with a sense of what money is worth, you know, like €1 is €1. I always loved the fact that by doing something, you could generate money, you know, so it's like you help someone, you get a tip. So when I was like a kid, for example, my granddad, while he retired, he didn't have enough money, so he started like working and trying to like build houses and do like this type of thing. So we would go over there and we would have to like, I don't know, 6 or 7, and I would take like bricks and things like that and work like every day. At the end of each day, I would get the equivalent of maybe like €2 or €3, but I was like fucking happy. Every time, you know, like you spend time and you create something and it gives you money. I don't know why, but I always love that feeling. At first, I was the biggest cheap bastard ever. Like I didn't want to pay for anything. I was always trying to ask for a discount and all these type of things because I didn't have any money. But then I quickly realized that you need to invest a bit of money to make more. And you can do it step by step. Like we started the company with $1,000, so it's like anyone can do it. But the truth is, like step by step, I started to see that, okay, invested a bit there, could give us like a 2 or 3x return. And then if I invested more, I could get an even bigger return. And step by step, you realize how to invest money and what money drives. To be honest, I think it was always like a goal of mine to be like a millionaire by the age of 30. First time it happened, I was like super happy because I think I thought like my life would change, everything would become different, etc. But actually nothing's changed. So with the money, it's just a bit more freedom because you don't have to think that much about what you're spending and all these things. But yeah, I love money, so I don't spend it a lot. Like let's be honest. Everyone asks me this question actually. What did you buy when you received like the $10 million? A big chess game. I'm just like investing my money and I want my money to grow, and because it might look you know, a bit pretentious to say that or whatever, but the truth is like I didn't need that 10 million. I'm gonna be fucking like Picsou in covered in gold. I love money too much to buy like stupid shit, to be honest. I like beautiful places like flat or things like that, but I don't know, like it's just not me. I didn't grow up in like a fucking castle or things like that. When a place is too big, I don't know what the fuck I would do in it. I don't like all these things, to be honest. Like they don't make me feel awesome or different. Even like driving a fancy car, like a lot of people when they're millionaire, you would see them with fucking Ferraris, Lamborghinis, etc. I think this is ridiculous. First, regarding cars, it's just because I'm like a terrible driver, so I would feel like so fucking bad. I never drive, so I get in a lot of accidents, like small ones. But with such a car, it would be a pity to have me drive it, I think. Actually, I even sold my bike, yeah, that's true. Je vais lâcher un énorme prout, comme ça. Back in the days, I remember that I would choose so carefully like my return dates for whenever I go to some places, because I knew that I would actually like always pick the cheapest day in the week to get like the cheapest flight tickets, etc. I think the coolest thing is that when I go abroad is being able to like just change my flight whenever I want. Like for me, this is like the best thing ever. And this is not my actual chess game, guys. So far, I have not offered money like to my family, but I mean, it's not that I didn't offer. I would say like I offered, but they refused. And I think what's important is just that they know that if something bad happens, they can count on me. It feels like really great knowing that no matter what happened, you can provide for them. I'm not even sure that I realized that I'm a millionaire because I was the one like being broke. With billionaires, even though like you are like a multimillionaire or whatever, for them, you're like a fucking hobo, like you're cheap, you know, it's like you're not making money, it's like you're a kid on the block. I see a lot of people, you know, who would be like with their first million, they would spend everything on a car, then they would go like to fancy restaurants, holidays, etc., and then they would get nothing. And that's it. They're just gonna like burn money like super quickly, and to me, they don't like money. The truth is like people who have made a lot of money in their life usually have done something interesting. You don't live in the same space. And the fact that, you know, like you always have people who are like bigger than you, don't think you are like above others, don't think you are like someone big, because there's always someone bigger. And I think it's important to have that perspective, and also having people reminding you that you're a little shit is always great. I also changed my view on the fact that pricing and all these type of things, it's only in the head, you know. Money obviously gives you like a different status. So for example, I had a lunch with a billionaire. Like, what the fuck? I didn't even know like we could meet billionaires. Like, to be honest, for me, those people are just in another galaxy, like they live between billionaires, etc. It's like totally out of reach. So money brings you like a lot of new opportunities. So for example, I've got like
tons of startups that reach out to me to invest. I've got like many more opportunities to invest in whether like buildings. It opened doors also with, for example, banks. A year or so, I wanted to get like and buy my flat in Paris, but I didn't have enough money, so I had to take a loan. But the truth is like the bank, when you're an entrepreneur, like they don't want to give you money because it's like too much of a risk. But right now, the fact that we have earned like this 10 million, so easy, like money is free. Yeah, so with money, you have like so much leverage that you can do many other things that you were not capable of doing before. And I think like the leverage is something really interesting. And it's not only, you know, like with banks or with projects, it's also with the person you meet. And even when you actually like reach out to others, the fact that you've accomplished this milestone brings a bit more of social proof, I would say, to what you've accomplished. And people think that because you've accomplished it, you are like under the society norms successful, and that success can open new doors. The more money you make, the more impact you have on the world. Because for me, very quickly, I realized in my entrepreneurial experience that, you know, like when you help someone, in the end, solving a problem for someone results in money. I know that the more money I'm making, the more people I'm helping. When our company got valued at $150 million and people started talking, etc., I got interviewed on podcasts and things like that. Like people started reaching out to me and they wanted to meet with me. Why? I'm the same guy I was a month ago or 2 months ago, or even before I became like a multimillionaire. But back then, no one wanted to meet with me. So money is something that will, by definition, put you in a different category. For objects, we talk about price tags. And for people, we call it like the net worth. Your net worth is your price tag. So it's like, it will give you access to things that you never had before. And it will give you access to people you would never have network with before. And you need to lead, but you need to lead the right way. Even though it's nice to be known for what you've done, in the end, it's not the only thing that will make you happy. I'm much happier when I see other people like succeed, and I know that I've like helped them reach that. I think happiness is something that has to be shared. It's not something like, you know, to keep for yourself.